So, how did I become an entrepreneur is like I don't know. I think it was basically in the sort of in my innate nature maybe. But so it was in my first year. So I graduated from IIT Delhi 2019, and it was in my first year. Like I specifically came to Delhi because of my interest in business, so to say, right? Not specifically, I was not aware about entrepreneurship back then. I guess 5-6 years back. So I wanted to do a business, and I thought that Delhi might give me a good opportunity. When I came to IIT Delhi, I guess it gives me a really good opportunity to explore different fields, and I was really exploring anything and everything that came my way. And it was around my first year, then somewhat exploration in the second year, that I came to know that yes, I can be an entrepreneur, listening to various entrepreneurs what they are doing, and my specific interest developed in the education domain. So it was in my first year itself. Like at the end of my first year, I was in a boot camp where they asked me to write some idea that you want to work in, and I was very hesitant to write it, but some friend helped me, and I wrote on a piece of paper, like a chart paper, and display it on the public to rate my idea. And the idea was named as School Edge. So my ways was initially called School Edge, which means connecting schools and colleges. So it was mainly in the career guidance space, and then we evolved from there to what we are today. Uh, yes, so it was mainly exploration, which made me somewhat interested in entrepreneurship. And then maybe like after second year, it's been around 3 years now that I'm exploring entrepreneurship on the ground. I guess adventure, it is very adventurous, it is very happening. So yes, so I can relate that word to myself, particularly. And because in an adventure, like you don't know what is going to happen next, right? That is why it is called an adventure. And you try to like explore, you try to sometimes really unexpected things happen. So this is what also happens in entrepreneurship. So you never know like what is going to happen next, right? So it's a roller coaster ride altogether. Yeah.
Like,
Right. So basically, MyWays is an AI and psychometric empowered career growth platform for college students. And what we do is we help students in like analyzing their profile into depth, their skill set, their expectations, psychometrics, uh, their working style, their work fit, and we create a very personalized career plan. So basically, we have made models which will like learn from lot of data from like lakhs and lakhs of people, and create very personalized plan for you. What exactly are you up to, and what you can aim at, what you can become, and what are the gaps in these in your aim and what you are today, and how you can fill those gaps through upskilling, through like doing right kind of courses, and then finally connecting these students to the employers also for internships and further for jobs. So MyWage is basically a complete A to Z career platform for college students is what we are planning to do.
it,
I remember, like while I was doing this education thing, I had this interest. So with a couple of my roommates, we thought of starting something in the chart and Golgappa domain. So it was, I guess, 3, 4, 5 years back when there was, I guess, Swiggy was just about to come, or it might not be that popular then. And we thought of delivering specifically Golgappa and chaat to the people's home. So there were, I remember there were 5, 6 meetings which happened, 4, 5 meetings which happened in our room. So we were, all three of us were roommates. And there were few meetings which happened. There was some research which happened, but then no one took it up seriously. So yeah, so the another roommate went up with his own idea, and I pursued my interest in education domain. Yeah. Uh, yes, it is like an important question that I think everyone should ask themselves, because when we talk about youth like 20, 22, 23 years old of us, so we have approximately double of the life that we've already lived, double of that to work for, right? And I guess they go for stability, security, uh, and all of that. And I think that is too early to think about security, specifically when we have an economy which is growing at a good pace, when we are like as a country we are trying to be big. I think it is very important that the youth of the country should be risk taking enough, and I see that change happening, though slowly, but that change is happening with the efforts of the government, with the efforts of the local communities. Entrepreneurship is rising, but primarily it is the fear of losing out or fear of falling is where a lot of people just think that they should first secure their jobs or first secure their future and then probably do something in entrepreneurship space. Is by and large the reason. Other thing is some people definitely have logics behind it, that they say that I do not have any experience in the field right now, so let me get some experience first and then let me dive into entrepreneurship. And a lot of my friends have such ideas. So a lot of people from IT, they graduate and do some job for 1 to 2 years and then they leave it to start something of their own. And we see that they really become very successful. So that is a fair logic. But what I see is until unless it is really a need from the family side, which is not too much, too many times that I see with this student. Until unless there's some financial problem, then definitely. Otherwise, you should first start your career either doing a startup. I wouldn't say doing a startup, but yes, with a startup at least. Doing a job in a startup is something that I really do. So, uh, so running an enterprise, I guess, what is most important is the sustainability and the revenue flow, right? So you should have a good revenue, sustainable business model. When you talk about startups, that business model should be scalable. It should be temporary. It should be ever evolving. It should be ever changing. So if you stop changing, then you would die. Then you would either die or you would stop at a certain limit, and maybe you will become a business. But if you're a startup, you will have to have a business model which is ever evolving, ever changing, and also like it should be scalable, not just sustainable but scalable also, right? And like so, if you talk about how to build a good startup, then business model should be the focus. Then you should have a good focus on your team. uh, who is the team, who are the main people who are running the business. The complementarity between the founders should definitely be there. These are few things. Then definitely you should have a good research on what you are doing. You should be clear about what you are doing, what you are not doing. To have a good focus is really important. Yeah, like these are few things. So I think an entrepreneur should always invest apart from the work, apart from the real work. So if you talk about the real work, then it is mostly like hiring, and so this is one thing that you are doing most of your time. You're hiring new people, you are building the team. So it is more of an HR kind of a work. You are thinking about the solution, you're thinking about the market. So it is more into thinking, depending on the team size, which is there. But apart from the work, the key time should be invested in reading. So reading about the stuff outside your domain, right? So reading books, reading articles, talking to people, networking. So reading and networking, I guess, are the two important things that that a founder should invest time in. Uh, right. So I think too, this journey is very difficult, right? At times you think, "Are you At times you think कि यार छोड़ो अभी यार give करते हैं अभी it is not working out, right? At times you are so सब कुछ ही हो जाएगा and then you lose focus. So there are multiple reasons of losing focus, but at the same time you should be very aware about whether you are losing focus or you are not losing focus. I think being aware about this is very important. If you are aware about it, then you can definitely solve it. Focus is by and large the most important thing for an entrepreneur to have. And I guess focus comes from the purpose or the vision that you want to achieve. So you should be very clear about the vision of the venture. What purpose did you start the venture with? And going back to that purpose, that why did I start or why I want to do this venture, will help you in like be on the track and like help you decide which direction should you move in. So whenever you have 3-4 directions to go, you should definitely go back to your vision. So that vision statement should be very very clear. So for whom you are doing, what you are doing, and what will it help them. So that thing should be very clear. And if you're taking any decision, if you're thinking you're losing focus, you just go back to that and see if both of these are aligned or not. And before that, you should be very clear in your vision and why exactly this vision, why not something else, is it powerful enough. So yeah, all of these. Okay, so for me, I guess I like passion is something that, like I mentioned, as you explore more, you see what you like, what you don't like, what is something that you are really attached to, and definitely education is something that I'm really attached to and want to solve some problems in the education domain. And it can be different for different entrepreneurs, right? For some, it can be the zeal of earning money. For some, it can be the zeal of scaling, right? For some, it can be fame, right? So it can be anything. So how do you find your passion is basically by exploring and questioning yourself every now and then. Every moment you have to question yourself whether or not it is making sense. Why am I doing it? Why am I liking it? Right? So there's a concept of 5 whys that someone can follow to question more and more. Now talking about how do you find your mentors and how do you keep motivating yourself. So I would say, first on the motivation part, I personally get motivation from like anyone and everyone who is doing something to make this world a better place, right? So or doing something in the entrepreneurship space or doing something even for himself or herself. So I get motivation from people like you who are trying to like help people in their decisions. I get motivation from my teammates who are working so hard. I get motivation from my parents, my family, and basically anyone and everyone who is trying their best to make their life or the world better. And that keeps me going. So I always look out for the things, for the people or for the situations where I was worse or who are worse than where I am today. So that gives me a lot of motivation in the sense that I see that it is not worst, it can be even worse. So I'm definitely at a good place and I should definitely move forward and not look what I don't have. Talking about mentors, I guess, as I mentioned, networking is really important, right? So you have to network very aggressively. You have to know people and see where do you find an alignment, with whom do you find an alignment. So there are mentors for the sake of profile. So you have such mentors so which increase the profile, like overall profile of the venture. Then you have mentors who guide you on a personal level, and these mentors are the ones with whom your vision is very aligned, right? So you can easily get what they are saying and you can relate to it. Those who are not manipulative, right? Those who can think what you are thinking, and those who have been through what you want to be through, right? So you have to carefully choose your mentors because this is a very critical part in this journey. if you are not with the right people, then you will never be in the right option.